Hello everyone. Thank you for coming to my channel today. My name is Sadie, and in this class I will be guiding you through a 15-minute stretch. So we've only got 15 minutes, let's get right to it. You do not need any props, but we will be starting in a kneeling position. So if you want to grab a yoga block or a cushion to make the seat a little bit more comfortable, now is your chance. We will start sitting up nice and tall. We'll bring the hands around the back, interlacing the fingers. And then we'll take those knuckles over to the right hip. Once we do that, we'll let the head drop over to the left. Moving really slowly to get into this position. Just feeling that nice stretch along the right side of the neck. We'll release the hands from the right side, coming back to center, realigning the head. And then we'll take it to the other side. So bringing the knuckles over to the left hip, and then we'll drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. We'll release the hands. And just take a quick moment to send those knuckles down towards the floor. We won't go too deep here, but just a little heart opener. And lifting back up. We'll release those hands, take a couple shoulder rolls up and back. And then rolling the shoulders forward. Let's take some half circles with the head. So dropping the head to one side, bringing the chin down to the chest, and taking it to the other side. And we'll come out of this. Bringing the head back to center. We'll walk the hands out, making our way to a downward facing dog. Moving with ease, we'll lift those sits bones up towards the sky. Walking out the heels. We'll inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, we'll step that foot in between the hands, coming into our runner's lunge. Start to stretch through the front right knee, bringing the nose all the way down. Making sure that right hip is tugging back, left hip is coming forward. And then we'll walk those hands over to the left side of the mat, coming into our wide-legged forward folds. Hands coming down to the mat. We'll let the head release. Deep breaths here. We'll walk the hands over to the left foot. Swivel the left toes towards the back of the mat. Keeping both knees straight. We'll fold over. Pulling that left hip back this time, right hip drawing forward. We'll start to bend into that left knee. Coming back to our runner's lunge. We'll plant the hands and send that left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And from here, we'll go straight back to that runner's lunge. Left foot stepping forward. Straightening through the left leg, nose dropping towards the knee. We'll walk the hands over to the right side. Come to our wide-legged forward fold. Keeping the knees straight, we'll start to walk towards the front of the mat, turning the right toes to the front. Left toes turn towards the front, and we fold over that right leg. Bend through the front knee. Plant the hands, and we'll send that right leg up to our three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. Nice. We'll step that leg back down to meet the left, downward facing dog. And we'll slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Hands coming underneath the shoulders, knees below the hips. We'll drop the belly, gaze forward. Curl the spine, chin tucks. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking forward. And exhale, chin tucks, spine rounds. One more time, dropping the belly. And exhale, curl the spine. We'll sit the hips back, taking a quick child's pose. And we'll walk the hands back to the legs. Sitting over to one side, we'll extend those legs out in front of us. Pulling the left leg in. The sole of the foot connects to the inner right thigh. We'll reach both arms up. Big inhale, and on an exhale, we fold over that right leg. Tuck the chin, begin to roll up. We'll plant the left hand behind us and reach the right arm up to the sky as our hips lift as well. Big stretch here. And then sink those hips back down. We'll hug that left knee in towards the chest, reaching the right arm all the way around it. And then we'll turn our gaze over our left shoulder. As we inhale, we'll lift up from the crown of the head. And on an exhale, we'll curl towards that back wall even more. And easily we'll unwind, crossing that left foot over the right leg. And then we'll swing that right heel underneath us. taking our cow face pose. Left arm crosses, right arm crosses on top. We'll meet the back of the hands or take a second wrap, bringing the palms together. Wherever we are, those sits bones are connected to the mat. We're sitting up tall, elbows are lifting, palms are reaching away from the face. And if this pose feels like enough, you can stay here or let your body begin to lean forward. If we folded, we'll lift up, unwind the arms, uncross the legs, bringing the feet as wide as the yoga mat, and we'll shift those knees over to the right as our gaze looks over the left shoulder. And then we'll switch, knees drop over to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. Back to center. We'll extend both legs. This time, pulling the right leg in, connecting the sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. We'll inhale to reach both arms up, and exhale to fold. We'll tuck the chin and begin to roll up, placing our right hand behind us. Left arm reaches to the sky as our hips begin to lift. Hips pull us back down. And then we'll lift the right knee up, wrapping our left arm around it, twisting over our right shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll lift the crown on an inhale and twist even further on an exhale, drawing left shoulder towards the right knee. We'll unwind, taking that right foot and crossing it over the left leg, and then swinging that left heel towards the right glute. Sitting up nice and tall, taking our cow face pose. So really planting down in this right foot. Both sits bones are connected to the mat. We'll wrap right arm underneath the left this time, either once or twice, meeting the backs of the hands or the palms. Elbows lift up as the palms reach away. And if you're feeling good here, once again, we can stay or begin to fold forward. We'll lift back up if we folded, unwinding the arms, uncrossing the legs, and we'll drop the knees over to the left, looking over our right shoulder. Drop the knees over to the right, Look over your left shoulder. Coming back to center. We'll bring those feet into a cross-legged position. Taking a moment. Letting the eyes soften. And noticing how the body feels. As always, thank you all for practicing with me today. I am grateful for you all, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.